Hi, this is Heather from A More Crafty Life. Today I'm going to show you how to do my lilac fade chunky blanket using Crocus Fairy Bernat Baby Blanket Yarn Dappled. Today I'm using the color Wandering Blue and a 9mm crochet hook. This is an easy pattern that just uses double, single, and triple crochet stitches. So let's get started. For this easy pattern, you need any odd number. For the blanket, I chained 63. So let's get started. I'll continue with this and meet you at the end. When you have your 63 or any odd number that you want to use for your chain, you are going to do a double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're going to double crochet. And then you're going to do 1 double crochet in each chain for the entire row. So that's what it should look like so far, just regular double crochet. And continue this until you get to the end of the row, and I'll meet you back here. Now that you have a whole row of double crochet, you are going to chain 3 at the end, and you're going to do another row of double crochet. This kind of forms a border of the blanket that you don't have to add on later. So this counts as the first stitch in the row, the chain does, and it will for the whole pattern. And then you are just going to do another row of double crochet. And for this blanket, then you'd end with 2 rows of double crochet to finish it off. And for the next row, you're going to do single crochet and then follow it by triple single crochet alternating, and then a row of double crochet. And then this repeats for the rest of the blanket, and then you end with 2 double rows of double crochet. Okay, I'll meet you at the end of the row after you finished your row of double crochet. Now that you have 2 rows of double crochet done, you are going to chain 1, and this counts as the first stitch. Turn your work, and then you are going to do 3 single crochets starting in the 2nd stitch. So 1, 2, 3. And you'll see that makes a total of 4 stitches that are single crochet, and then you'll end on the other side with 4 stitches that are single crochet. Then you're going to do 1 triple in the next stitch. And the thing to remember about a triple is it's just like a double, but you wrap twice before you insert your hook. And then you go through, yarn over and go through 2 loops each time. And that gives you your triple crochet. Then you're going to alternate that with 1 single crochet. And you want to make sure that you pull, that this stitch doesn't get any higher than the others, because that's how you get the triple. And you want the triple to fold towards you, not away. So then you're going to do another triple, wrap twice, insert your hook, pull up through, pull through 2, pull through 2 more, and then 2 more. Then you're going to do, followed by 1 single crochet. And you'll see how the triple pops up, kind of like a bobble or something, but it's easy. So triple, followed by a single. And you continue this until you get to the last, until you have the last 4 stitches, which are going to be single crochet. So triple, single crochet, triple, single crochet. I'll continue this until I get to the last 4 stitches, which will be single crochet, and I will meet you there. Now that I'm at the end with the last 4 stitches, so here's 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to do single crochet. So I did 1 here, 2, 3, and 4. Then you are going to chain 3 for your row of double crochets. So just so you can see, it should look like this with the triples puffed up and the single crochet down. That gives you the texture. Turn your work, and we're going to do a row of double crochet. This counts as the first stitch, the chain does, for this whole pattern. So you're going to do a double crochet starting in the second stitch, and 1 for each stitch across. And then you're going to start over with the row of single crochet and triple, and repeat this until the end. So I'll meet you at the end of the row after a row of double crochet. Now that I'm at the end of row 4, I will finish with my row of double crochet with 1 more, and then I am going to chain 1, and it should look like this. So you're going to start by repeating row 3 with 3 single crochets, followed by the triple single crochet alternate, and then a row of double crochet. And you keep repeating row 3 and row 4 of double crochet until you reach the end of the blanket, the length that you want. And for this blanket, I did 45 rows, and I ended with 2 rows of double crochet, and that kind of gives you a border. And I will show you how this looks at the end. You can find this written pattern on my blog, A More Crafty Life, which I'll link below, plus hundreds of other free patterns. Please subscribe. Thanks. Hi, this is Heather from A More Crafty Life. Today I'm going to show you how to do my blue lines throw using Bernat blanket yarn, Ombre, and navy, and a 10mm crochet hook. For this throw that ended up being 48 inches by 60, I used about 6 skeins of yarn. I'm going to show you using a different yarn because it's a little easier to see. This is Hue and Me in Spicy, and an 8mm yarn, 8mm crochet hook. So let's get started. For this blanket, you need a multiple of 6 plus 4 for the chain. And for the throw, I used 94. 90, a multiple of 6 plus the 4. So let's get started with chaining 94. and I will meet you at the end of your chain of 94. Now that you've got your chain of 94 or a multiple of 6 plus 4, you are going to double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and do a row of double crochets. So let's get started on that. You're going to put 1 double crochet in each chain. And I like this pattern. It's really easy since it just uses double crochet and the version of back and front post double crochet. But with the ombre yarn, it gives it a lovely texture, and the colors mix well together. It's a 1 row repeat. So after we've got the pattern set up, it's easy to do while you're doing other things, watching TV. Okay, we'll continue on with 1 double crochet in each chain, and I will meet you at the end of the row. Now that we've finished our row of double crochet, we're going to chain 2 and turn our work. And so you can kind of see the different colors. I am going to change to a different color. And this one's called Fatigues, from the same line. Okay, so now you have your chain 2, and then in the 2nd stitch after the chain 2, you are going to do a back post double crochet. And this is just like a regular double crochet, except for you're going to go around the post, which is this part of the crochet stitch instead of the top. And a back one means that it comes from the back. So you yarn over, you insert your hook from the back, around the front to the back, and then you yarn over and pull up your loop. Then you yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2 more, just like you would finish a regular crochet stitch. Okay, and we're going to do 6 of these. So there's the first one. So the same thing. One, you're going to do another back post double crochet. So yarn over, insert from the back to the front, around the stitch, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2 more. So it looks like this on the back. It's just a regular double crochet, except for it goes around the post, and then it gives you the color down below. So I have 2, and I need 4 more, for a total of 6. So you yarn over, insert from the back, around the post to the back, then you yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2 more. There's 4, 5, and 6. Okay, then you're going to do 6 front post double crochets. So instead of coming from the back around the post, you come from the front and go around the post to the front again. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2 more. So you go through the front, around the post, yarn over, pull through a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 more, yarn over, and pull through the last 2. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that is going to be the pattern. You do 6 back post double crochets, 6 front post double crochets. So now we're ready for 6 more back post double crochets. So you insert from the back to the front, and then you just do a regular double crochet stitch. And that gives you this kind of woven texture where the color mixes in. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So your work should look like this so far. And then we're going to do 6 front post double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then you keep repeating until you get to the end of the row where you have 1 stitch left. So we'll meet you at the end when you have 1 stitch left for the row. Okay, now that we are done with our last 6 either front or back post crochet stitches, you're going to come to the end where you have 1 stitch left, and you are going to do 1/2 double crochet. And it should look like this. Then you are going to chain 2, turn your work, and then you are going to do the same thing again. You are going to do 6 back post double crochets, and the pattern repeats from here, and you do the same thing, and you will get a nice woven look blanket. You can find the written pattern at A More Crafty Life, plus hundreds of other free patterns. Thank you for watching. Hi, this is Heather from A More Crafty Life. Today I'm going to show you how to make my Evergreen Ombre chunky blanket using Bernat blanket yarn in Ocean Teal and a 9mm crochet hook. This blanket uses an easy pattern of 1/2 double crochet at the end and then 2 double crochets, chain 2, and then you repeat that. For the second row, you interlock them by doing 2 double crochets the row below it and then chain 2, and it makes an interlocking kind of pattern. You finish off the blanket with 1 row of 1/2 double crochet. So let's get started. For this blanket, I'm going to use a Wandering Blue dappled yarn. Using the 9mm crochet hook and a multiple of 4 plus 1 for the pattern, I'm going to chain 89 using Bernat blanket yarn dappled Wandering Blue. So let's get started. I will meet you at the end of the row after you have your 89. Now that we have our chain of 89, we're going to do one row of half double crochet to start the blanket. So in the third chain from the hook, you are going to do a half double crochet and repeat until the end of the row. And if you've never worked with Bernat blanket yarn, it's pretty easy to use. It's a little hard to see the stitches. So if you're having trouble, you want to just use your finger or the end of the hook to kind of find where your next chain is. You also want to leave long tails to weave in. And it looks best in simple stitches or stitches with texture that are not too complicated. It comes in large skeins of 10.5 ounces, and there's tons of different colors, brights, ombres, solids, multis, baby yarn, tweeds, sparkle. So just keep continuing with a row of half double crochet, and I will meet you at the end. Now that we have a row of half double crochet, you are going to chain 2 and turn your work. Then you're going to do a half double crochet in the same stitch as the chain 2. So one half double crochet. Then you are going to follow that by a chain 2, and you are going to skip 2 stitches. 1, 2, and then you're going to do 2 double crochets. 1, 2, followed by 2 chains. 1, 2, skip 2 stitches. 1, 2, followed by 2 double crochets. Chain 2, skip 2 stitches. 1, 2, 2 double crochets, chain 2. And it will look like this. So that is your repeat. 2 double crochets, chain 2, skip 2, 2 double crochets, chain 2, skip 2. And you repeat that until you get to the end of the row. So I did my chain 2, I skipped 2, 2 double crochets. Then chain 2, skip 2 stitches, 2 double crochets. And you continue on till the end of the row, and I'll meet you there. So you're at the end of the row, and then you have just done your chain 2 and you skip 2, and then in your last stitch will be a half double crochet. Then you chain 2 and you turn your work. So this is what it will look like for your second row. And now on the third row, you are going to double crochet, but 2 rows below, but the row below it. So double crochet, followed by a second one. Then you chain 2, skip these 2 double crochets, then double crochet in the row below, and do a second one. Then you chain 2, skip these 2, double crochet 2 rows below, chain 2, and that's the repeat. So you do 2 double crochets the row below, chain 2, skip 2 double crochets in the row below, chain 2, skip these 2, and repeat until you get to the end of the row. I'll meet you there. So your work should look like this, and then when you get to the end, you'll have done your last 2 double crochets, and then you will half double crochet in the last stitch. Chain 2 and turn. After your chain 2, you're going to half double crochet in the same stitch as the chain 2. Then you're going to chain 2 and you're going to double crochet in the row below in the open spaces. You're going to crochet around the chain 2 like you did before. And then followed by a chain 2 and then 2 double crochets in the spaces. Followed by a chain 2, 2 double crochets, and then you keep repeating. And I'll meet you at the end of the row. When you get to the end of the row, it will look like this. You have your last 3 stitches and you will half double crochet in the last stitch. Chain 2 and turn. Then you will repeat row 3 and 4 until you have the height that you want. When you have the length that you want, I did 91 rows, repeating row 3 and 4. You're going to need to finish up the gaps. So you'll want to end on a row with double crochet. You'll chain 1, and then you'll single crochet in the first 2 double crochets. Then you will half double crochet in the row below. Two half double crochets. Then you'll do 2 single crochets on top of the next 2 doubles, and then you'll do 2 half double crochets the row below. And then you'll do 2 singles. And you'll repeat until you get to the end of the row, ending with single crochet. And it will look like this to fill in any of the holes. And then I did 1 row of half double crochet to finish the blanket. You can find this pattern in a free PDF on my blog, A More Crafty Life, plus hundreds of others. Thank you for watching. Hi, this is Heather from A More Crafty Life. Today I'm going to show you how to make a pink bubbles baby blanket using a simple shell stitch. In the original pattern I used Bernat baby blanket yarn dappled in Ever After Pink, which is kind of a pink coral color. I used two 10.5 ounce skeins and a 9mm crochet hook. Today I'm going to show you, I have 9mm crochet hook and I'm using Bernat blanket yarn in Terracotta Rose. For this pattern you need a multiple of 6 plus 2. For the blanket I used 62, so 6 times 10 plus 2 stitches. For the example I'm just going to use 24 plus 2. So what you need to do is chain your 62, Okay, so when you have your 62, we'll come back. Okay, so when you have your 62 stitches, you are going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook. So 1, 2, and make 1 single crochet. Then you're going to skip 2 chains, 1, 2, and in the third, you are going to do 5 double crochets, which is what is going to make the shell. So 1, 2, all in the same stitch. 3, 4, and 5. So it should look like this. This will be your shell. Then you're going to skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and in the third, you're going to do 1 single crochet. Then you're going to skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and in the third, you're going to do 5 double crochets, again, making your shell. There's 3, 4, and 5. Okay, then you are going to skip 2 and in the third do 1 single crochet. So then that's the pattern. It's skip 2 stitches, do 5 double crochets and 1 stitch, skip 2 stitches, do 1 single crochet, and then repeat. You can find this written pattern on my blog, A More Crafty Life, plus lots of other free patterns. Okay, so there's my single crochet. I skip 2 and I do 5 double crochet in the same stitch. And you continue this way until you get to the end of the row where you end with in the last stitch. With 1 single crochet. There's 3, 4, and 5. Then you skip 2 chains, 1, 2, single crochet, skip 2 chains, and keep working, and the last stitch is a single crochet. Okay, so when you get to the end, your last stitch is a single crochet. Then you're going to chain 3, and that is going to make the first of what's like a half of a shell. So there's 3, so 1 and then 2 double crochets. Then you are going to skip to the middle double crochet of the shell, the third one, and do 1 single crochet. Then you're going to skip to the single crochet and do 5 double crochets to make the shell in the same stitch. There's 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you're just going to repeat this. 1 single crochet in the middle of the shell and 5 double crochets in the single crochet until you get to the end of the row. And I will meet you back there. It should look, this is what it's going to start looking like. I'll meet you back at the end of the row. Okay, so I'm towards the end of the row. I've done a single crochet on my last, at the top of my last shell in the middle, and then you're going to do 3 double crochets in the very last stitch, and that makes the other half of the shell. Then you are going to chain 1, and then you just start your 2-row repeat over. You do 5 shells in the single crochet, 1 single crochet in the third double crochet, and you repeat to the end, ending with a single crochet. And then you just keep repeating the 2 rows until you have 35 rows. Like I said, you can find this pattern and more on my blog, A More Crafty Life. Thanks. Hi, this is Heather from A More Crafty Life. Today I'm going to show you how to make my cross double chunky crochet blanket. For this pattern I used Bernat baby blanket dappled in this pretty blue. And you need 2 of these 10.5 ounces. This one is called Wandering Blue. And a 9mm crochet hook. So let's get started. Okay, so for the chain, you're going to need to chain 65. That's for a blanket that's 30 by 36 inches long. You need a multiple of 3 plus 5 for the chain. So for the example, I chained 35. So that's 3 times 10 plus 5. For the first row, you're going to double crochet. So in the 4th chain from the hook, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're going to double crochet. And this is going to count as your first double crochet. So then you're going to do 1 double crochet in each chain for this row. And I found that when you're working with chenille yarn, you just kind of use your finger to find the next hole, or you can poke the crochet hook, and that helps so you can find the stitch. Okay, so I'm going to come back after I finish the row. Okay, so now you have a row of double crochet. You are going to chain 4, turn your work, and then you're going, this is going to count as the first double crochet, and then you're going to skip 2 stitches. So 1, 2, then you are going to double crochet in this stitch, and then you're going to go back and double crochet in this stitch here. That makes the X. Then you are going to repeat chain 1, and then you are going to skip 2 stitches, double crochet in the next one, then you're going to go back and double crochet in the second one you skipped, then chain 1. So the repeat is skip 2, double crochet, then go back and double crochet in the stitch that you skipped. So double crochet, go back and double crochet in the one you skipped, chain 1, and then you repeat. Skip 2 stitches, double crochet in this stitch, go back and double crochet in the stitch that you skipped, and then chain 1. You repeat this until the last 2 stitches of the row. So I'll do that and then I'll show you. Okay, so we're now at the end of the row, and we've just finished the last cross double crochet, and we've done a chain 1. So you have 2 stitches left. So then you're going to skip this stitch, and you're going to double crochet in the last chain, turning chain of the row before. Okay, so there's that. Then you are going to chain 3 and turn. And you're going to double crochet in each space or stitch across. So you can either crochet in the chain or below it, and then in each stitch across to the end. So continue across, 1 double crochet in each stitch, and then we'll come back when we get to the end of the row. Okay, so when you get to the end of the row, you'll have a chain 4. You need to do a double crochet in 2 of the chains. That will give you the correct amount of stitches. Then you're going to chain 4 and turn, and then you're going to repeat the cross double crochet row, which was row 2, which is skip 2 double crochets, crochet a double crochet in the third, then go back and double crochet in the second stitch, followed by a chain 1. Skip 2, double crochet in the third, go back and double crochet in the second stitch, chain 1, and you repeat that to the end. Then you will chain 3, turn and do a row of double crochet. So you repeat row 2 and 3 until you have 33 rows or the length that you want, ending with a row of double crochet. You can find the written pattern on my blog at A More Crafty Life. I'll put the link below. Thank you for watching my tutorial. Hi, this is Heather from A More Crafty Life. Today I'm going to show you how to make my Misty green lap afghan using Bernat dappled yarn. In the original one I used Misty green, Jungle Green. For this example I'm using Wandering Blue and a 10mm crochet hook. For this pattern you need a multiple of 3 plus 1. For the blanket, I used chained 85. So let's start. Okay, so we're going to chain 85. This blanket, this yarn works great. It's soft and it's pretty easy to work with. It comes in about 10 different colors. So when you've got your 85, we'll come back. Okay, once you've got your chain done, we are going to double crochet 2 together in the 5th stitch from the chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Insert yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Then yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 3. This is your first double 2 together stitch, the cluster. Then you chain 2, and then you do another double two together stitch. So yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through the last 3. Then you're going to skip 2 chains, 1, 2, and you're going to repeat the double 2 together cluster. So yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 3 loops, chain 2, and make another cluster. So yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 3. Then you skip 2, yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3, chain 2, and so it should start to look like you should have, here's your cluster with your chain 2, and then this is the one side of the 2 double crochet togethers and the 2 chain 2, and then yarn over, insert into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a stitch, pull, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 3. And so this is your repeat. You do the 2 double crochet together, chain 2, then another double crochet 2 together, skip 2 until the end of the row. So I'll do another one. So skip 2, 1, 2, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 3, chain 2, yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through 3. Then you skip 2 and do your double 2 together cluster V-stitch. And I'll meet you at the end before the last stitch. Okay, when you get to the last 2 chains, you skip 1, and then you're going to double crochet in the last stitch. Turn your work and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, so with your chain 3, you are going to put your double cluster 2 together V-stitch in the chain 2 space and repeat. And that's the repeat for the rest of the blanket. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3, chain 2, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert hook in the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. So it looks like this. And you just repeat this 1 in each chain until you get to the end of the row. So I'll show you another one. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3, chain 2, yarn over, insert a hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 3. And keep repeating, and I will meet you at the last stitch. Okay, so I'm at the end of the row and I just have 1 stitch left, and you are going to double crochet in the last stitch of the row. So this is how it should look with your double V clusters on top of each other. And you are just going to repeat this row until you have the length of the blanket that you want. So to get to the next row, you just chain 3, turn, and then you're going to put your double V cluster in the chain 2 space. I hope you enjoyed this and are going to try making your own. You can find a printable PDF pattern for free on my blog, A More Crafty Life. Thanks for watching.